Hello everybody. So today I'm going to do layout number 2 of the 4 for 4 series at RTS Scrapbooking. Janet calls it her baby round. I'm calling it my spring round. And here are my instructions right here. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it in case you want to screenshot it. Go over to Janet's site at RTS Scrapbooking and she will give you the best explanation of this series ever, since it's hers and she can explain something like nobody's business. So what we do today, it's layout 2 is a 2 photo layout, and I'm going to use these photos here of my youngest bulldog that you hear snoring behind me right over there. And then we are to use one 12 by 12 cardstock. She says cardstock, but it can be cardstock, background, whatever. Then from the number 1 pattern, we are to use two 3 by 4 papers, and my number 1 pattern is this cute little deer here. The number 2 pattern I have is this teal stripe. We are to use 2 3 by 4s of that pattern. The number 3 pattern that I have, pink floral is my number 2 pattern. Number 3 is the teal stripe. And my number 4 pattern is the indigo floral. It's this one. And then we are to use 3 1 by 4 pieces of the teal stripe of the number 3 pattern. So she's reminding us that we have a bonus paper, which I believe is the one I chose here. I'm not quite sure, but I think so. Is there any other little notes that we need? No, there are not. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this layout together. I'll put you on fast forward for that part, and I'll come back at the end and explain a little bit about where I am in the process. So grab a cuppa or scrap along with me, and let's see how this one goes. All right, we'll see you in a second. So this layout's going to be fairly quick since I did not get to film the entire process, as I must not have turned my camera on the little end bits there. So all you see me do so far is I'm going ahead and trimming my photos, and I do leave them in a block, and I'm deciding what cut file I want to use because I'm not all that sure which direction I want to go in. And this is a grid design that Janet set us up with, so I'm just deciding which order I like my pattern paper pieces in, and I have no problem flipping them this side or that side depending if I like the way something looks. So I'm going to go through the painstaking measure, applying all of that kind of stuff right now. So I'm going to fast forward you through that one, or I should say just jump ahead. All right, so I have these pieces on, and I'm deciding, is this a good cut file for this layout? And I really don't think it is, because my layout's quite busy and these words are kind of itty bitty. So I end up going to my little cut file bin to see what I have pre-cut out, because I don't want to, I'm being a little lazy and I don't want to take the time to cut one out right now. And I saw that I had this one that says love you right there on my mat. I am looking at a few different ones, but I wanted something kind of bold because I'm dealing with pattern after pattern after pattern on my layout. So I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to go ahead and get the little fella off, and my mat still has a good amount of stick to it, so I have to be careful so I don't tear the little guy. So I'm going to do that, and then once that is done, I'm going to have to figure out how I want to back it. So I decide that I want to use yet another pattern that I have in my kit, and it's this very bold black and white stripe. And I'm going to trace around the inside, but when I go ahead to cut out each of my letters and the heart and whatnot, I'll be cutting them outside of the outer line so that they're just a little bit bigger. So it'll be nice and easy to adhere them to the cut file. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and cut it all out. Right, so you're going to see that I back the cut file and I start to place it on my layout, and then unfortunately you won't get to see the end of the process on this process video. But I do go ahead and show you what I did in live and explain it a little bit. Trying to get whatever little pencil lines I have off for where I didn't put my cut file pieces on just right, so you get to see me struggle just a little bit more, even though this was a really easy cut file to back. So I finally have struggled through getting my cut file on, but I will not be showing you the rest of the process. It looks like I did not hit record for that piece, but I will go ahead and show you that I put it up on foam, and I did do embellishment clusters to the left and the right of the layout, as well as a little die cut piece that's up on the V, just bringing a little bit of color up top, not a whole lot. And that is it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.